Then dip me underway. You can fill my mind for flow. Hold me till I scream for air, breathe, and wash me over until my will runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby,
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dikuno, and in today's video I will be braiding my hair. I did once do faux locks, which is the style I'll be doing now. I did once do it on myself a couple of years ago, but I haven't since then, so I'm excited to see how this one comes out. And oh yes, I detangled and moisturized my hair last night so that I don't do everything on the same day, and I'll show you the hairpiece that I'm using.
Baby, you don't know,
because the hairpiece is obviously straight, and for distressed locks I want like a springy twist kind of braiding hair, and I didn't find that, so I took the same hairpiece that I was just showing you guys, and then I basically curled it, and I will insert the clips of how I did that.
Before I do any of this, before I prep the hairpiece or anything else, I make sure to soak my hair extensions in apple cider vinegar and water for a few hours. This helps with getting out all the damaging chemicals that are in the hairpieces. Washing your hairpiece really helps because it also eliminates the amount of itch you get on your scalp. So whenever I do any type of styles that require me to put any extensions in my hair, I make sure to wash my hair before I put it on my head. So after having prepped my hair, I take these skewers, so I use them to basically coil the hair. I take a piece of hair and then I twist it before I twist it around the skewer. I don't know if that makes sense, but making sure to twist it before you twist it around the stick will make sure that you get the perfect coil. So I twist the hair around the stick until I get to the end where the hair ends, and I basically just twist it around itself, and if it unravels you can use a rubber band to hold it in place. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you all. This was so hard. If I'm being honest, I don't think this is a method that I would want to use frequently because it's time consuming, your hands hurt, your fingers hurt, it's just a lot. So ideally I wouldn't do this as much because it's really hard. It took me a while to finish all of this, maybe like a week, because I was taking a lot of breaks because of how difficult it was. If you want to do it, try it, but I wouldn't recommend it as much because it is difficult. But if you think you can do it, you know what, just try and see how it goes for you. But I don't think I will do this a lot. I will do it if I have no other choice, I have no other hair pieces. That's when I will do it, but normally I don't think I will. Once you're done twisting, it should look like this. To get the coil that I'm looking for, I will then dip the hair in the sticks in hot water, boiling water, and leave it in for a few minutes. And then once all of that is done, I will dry it with the towel for a little bit before I take the hair out of the skewer or the stick. And it looks like this, which is what I was looking for. Just for context, I did this to 5 hair pieces. This was to make sure that I don't run out of hair once I'm doing my hair. So even if I had a little bit left, I didn't mind because I didn't want to have to stop and then do this whole process again.
What you do to me, between me and you, I feel like chemistry.
And as I had mentioned before, I detangled and moisturized my hair last night, and I put it into 5 sections.
I won't let no one come and take your place.
I put it into 5 sections, and now I'm going to start. I don't know how long this is gonna take. This usually takes me a while, but we'll get there. We'll get there. This is hard. Parting your hair by yourself is hard. I did the back, and I'm out now. I'm about to do the front, and hopefully it goes well. I'm going to try my hardest to show what I do. If it doesn't show, I'm sorry. Like, sorry. Ew. Okay.
So I chose to part my hair using rubber bands, the rubber band method, but you don't have to do this. You can just twist your hair down or braid it down. That works just as fine.
The love you give, you can't be replaced. So no one else will do what you do. That's why I spend my life with you. I wanna please you any way I can. I wanna share my world. Don't you understand?
It's not giving.
It was at this point that I was questioning myself. Why did I choose to do this? Why did I decide to do this? But you know what? We make it work. We'll get there. The problem with me is that I wanted my lines to be perfect, and they can never be perfect. So because of that, I took a little more time to part my hair because I was being a neat freak. I wanted it to look a certain way, but sometimes it just doesn't work. So at the end, I just did what I thought was good, and it worked out. And she's done. All the hard work has just ended. But has it though? Because the hard work is just about to start. But at least we got this part out of the way, right?
So basically, it's the next day. I haven't slept, but I've made progress. That's what matters. What time is it? It's probably like 6:30, and I'm still here. I didn't sleep a week. The things we do for our hair, but I'll finish.
I start by taking one strand of hair and then unravel it. Once I unravel it, I position it in a way that one side of the hair is longer than the other side. I will then braid along with my hair, maybe like 4 or 5 times down. After braiding my hair down, I then combine my hair and the shorter side of the braid together, and then take the longer side and wrap it towards the roots of the hair to cover the braid that I just did. Once I get to the root, I wrap around the roots for I think 4 times, not too tight because you don't want to get a headache from this. And then I continue to wrap down the rest of the hair. Wherever I see the need to, I continue to unravel the piece that I'm wrapping around the hair. I unravel it more to give a more distressed look, I guess, to make the hair look not perfect. There will be times when you run out of hair before you get to your desired length, but that shouldn't worry you. I just take another piece of hair, then cut it in half, then take the other piece, unravel it, and then continue to wrap around the length of the hair.
Won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't be replaced. So no one else will do what you do. That's why understand. Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give all day long. Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on.
Once I get to my desired length at the end of the lock, I take my pointer finger, hold it in place, and then wrap the rest of the hairpiece upwards around the lock. It doesn't matter which direction you wrap this, just as long as it's tight enough not to unravel very easily. I wanted a curly piece at the end of my lock, so I left one piece of strand that has a curly end and then used this anti-jerky product to put the curl back in place to give me that nice curl at the end. I didn't do this to every lock, I just did it when I saw fit, and this just adds a little more character to my locks. So just to run this one more time, I take one piece of hair strand, unravel it, and then make one side of the hair piece longer than the other, and then I will then braid it along with my hair, maybe 6-7 times, I don't know, I didn't count, but how many times you see fit. And then after braiding it down, I will then combine my real hair and the hair piece, the shorter side of the hair piece, and then wrap the longer side upwards towards the root to cover the braid that I just did. And then when I get to the root, I will wrap the hair piece 4 or 5 times around my root just to keep the lock in place, not too tight, and then wrap the rest of the hair along the length of the lock. When I get to the end of the lock, I take my pointer finger, put it in place, and then wrap the rest of the hairpiece around the hair, no matter what direction it is. Then I use the Frizz Patrol Setting Mousse by Anti-Jerkies to, lay the flyaway hairs and make my hair look fresh.
Turn me inside out, make my heart beat. Leave no one else. You're all I need. Personality, everything you do. It's me, love, everything.
After doing that, I will then cut any pieces that I think are just hanging to make the locks look much better, like I'm doing right here.
About you, your smile, your style, so fly. Can't deny, I got a crush on you.
And guys, that is the finished product. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really love how they came out, and I don't want them to be perfect or anything. There's some really messy ones, and yeah, and because I loved how it looked after, but I needed a little something, so that's why I added some beads, these things, just to add something extra, because I need extra like that. But yeah, I love it. Like, it's so cute, it's so nice, and you wouldn't think that I have a colored hair because my roots have grown out so much that you can't even see the red. I just love it. I'm obsessed with it. It's cute. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something new, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.
It's something about the way